We finally have official pictures for the brand new collector's edition LEGO Harry Potter The Burrow, and at least one of the gift with purchases that will be available alongside it. This will be the third official LEGO Burrow, fourth I guess if you really want to count the 2022 Advent Calendar Mini. Now unfortunately I didn't get an early copy of this set, but I will be doing a side-by-side comparison with the 2010 and 2020 Burrow as soon as I'm able to pick this set up in stores, so be sure to come back for that. This version, unsurprisingly, will be the largest Burrow to date, with 2,405 pieces, all dedicated to the structure itself. Where the previous sets have had open backs, this take on the house will have it close up completely for a perfectly finished 360-degree exterior. The insane size of the model still leaves room for an impressive interior too. As far as minifigures go, we get the entire Weasley family, including Bill and Charlie for the first time. A version of Harry is also included, reflecting his Chamber of Secrets appearance. The standout here though is easily Molly Weasley with some really fun arm and leg printing. It's certainly my favorite version of the figure to date, and the face print fits her much better than previous Molly minifigures. And of course I can't forget Errol, a new version of the open-winged owl. The exterior generally looks quite fantastic. Much of the detailing is accomplished using actual brick-built techniques rather than stickers and prints, which is greatly appreciated. It looks like the set will be really fun to build. The only thing I don't like, I guess, is the use of the two dark tan wedge plates on the back, which look pretty out of place. There may very well be a good reason for that, so we'll just have to wait and see when it comes to the build process. Regardless, that's very much a nitpick at this point. Things like the colors and the oddly shaped windows everywhere are especially delightful, and I feel like pretty much everything else has been done to perfection. As if the exterior alone wasn't awesome, let's take a look at the interior details here. Designer George Gilliatt has managed to fit in all the essentials, along with some fun play features even. You've got the kitchen and dining room on the bottom floor, complete with the iconic family clock, which can spin with a gear on the outside, a magical self-washing dish function, and then there's the fireplace. A recolored worm gear here allows minifigures to disappear up into the chimney as though they've used the Flu network and gone straight to diagonally. This is a feature that matches up nicely with the gift with purchase, which we'll take a look at in a second. It also appears you get two random paintings in this set, which is always a plus. It still feels like I'm missing at least half of those. I got so many duplicates in the earlier sets. We'll see how my luck fares. Above the dining room is going to be Fred and George's bedroom, where they've already been cooking up some ideas for their joke shop. Arthur and Molly's room sits above theirs, and it appears to be covered in various Muggle artifacts, which is such a fun and creative touch. You can find Percy's comparatively really tidy and neat room on top, where he totally isn't writing love letters to Penelope Clearwater. On the left side, you've got the family bathroom, behind which is Ginny's bedroom. It looks to be accessible by removing the floor above it, which houses Ron's bedroom. It's of course decked out in Chudley Cannon's merch. His room also grants access to the balcony we saw earlier. None of the pictures seem to show it, but I sure hope there's a reference to the legendary ghoul in the attic. All of it makes for an incredibly effective use of interior space, and I'm so impressed everyone actually got a bedroom. Of course, Bill and Charlie didn't really need any bedrooms since they had moved out, but I'm so glad they're finally included here in minifigure form. If you can't tell, I'm really excited for this set. Big playsets have always been my favorite way to see a direct-to-consumer handled, and this one doesn't disappoint. And I'm glad that it's not $400 for once. And by today's standard, the price feels pretty normal, and I feel like you get your money's worth here. It's certainly not a steal by any means, but you're not getting robbed either. The press release cites no less than 3 GWPs that'll be available alongside Harry Potter purchases in September. I've got images of perhaps the most exciting, LEGO Harry Potter Borgin and Burke's Flu network. It's hardly a complete structure, but it does pair nicely with the Weasley's fireplace as we mentioned earlier, using the same techniques and recolors to create the fireplace on the Nocturne Alley side of things. There's stickers galore here, but I do like the unusual magical artifacts the set includes, but it's got nothing on the good old 2003 set as far as I'm concerned. Lucius Malfoy is included, and it's the same version of the figure that we saw in 2020's Diagon Alley, but minus the printed legs. So that's a bit of an oof. So yeah, I guess it's not an amazing gift with purchase, but you don't even need to buy the Burrow specifically to get it, as it will be available with any LEGO Harry Potter purchases over $130 from September 1st to 10th while supplies last. And yeah, guys, the supplies never seem to last, so just keep that in mind. Though to be totally honest, I don't think you should be going out of your way to acquire this set. Instead, the Burrow's exclusive gift with purchase is going to be something else entirely, and at least while I'm writing this, it remains largely mysterious. It doesn't seem to be a buildable model at all, it'll be some sort of collectible Weasley clock. Here's the description according to the press release. From the Burrow's living room to a Harry Potter fan's home, the collectible Weasley clock. As Harry Potter once said of the real Weasley clock, this magical room decor is useless for telling the time, but otherwise very informative. The clock face has a spinning center to point at one of the possible locations: home, school, work, traveling, lost, hospital, prison, and mortal peril. That's all I've got for now, at least. On top of that, though, the Draco and the Forbidden Forest polybag will be available during the same period with Harry Potter purchases over $40. So if all of this is to be believed, you could snag no less than 3 gift with purchases by purchasing the Burrow. Not too shabby. The Burrow here, at least at first glance, appears to be one of my favorite LEGO Harry Potter sets in recent years. There's really not much to fault here, and I cannot wait to build it for myself. I'm excited to see what you guys all think, so let's talk about it in the comments. I hope you have yourself a great life, and I'll see you again soon.